Oh man, we live in the place. Are we live? Is this live? Are we live? Are we going live? Is it live? Is the world still there? Y'all still there? Damn. Can you get up? Are you alright? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Okay, Annie, you alright? You falling? Can you get up? Alright. You know, we got the lunar eclipse popping off sometime today or whatever. It's supposed to be the end of the world and shit like that. And I always broadcast on the end of the world. You always want to be there just in case. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? You want to be up and live just in case. So I need to get some rest last night. I want to get my last little free time in before the end of the world. So let me put on my uniform. There we go. Daily Toaster. I'm still working on the t-shirts, family. They coming. Got the final print, but didn't get to look at it yesterday because when I walked into my adventure, the adventure was already rolling without me. Great near to you, brother. Great near to you. I have a news article that I want to look at. The text message should be out by now. Hopefully. I heard a ding. But let me go and pull up this news article that I want to... Just a short little news article. Once again, that microbiome, Brother Hato, I'm not playing with this shit, man. This whole microbiome shit, this is the healing science of the, I ain't gonna say the future, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the microbiome is the key. And yes, I did not start brewing yet either, brother. Every time I go to the Saragon now, because I'm remembering what's taking, part of the thing that's taking so long. Every time I go to the place to get my my tea, lines be so damn long. I mean, I walk in, I say, I just want to get these teas. It takes so damn long, right? Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Cleve will be having his first speaking engagement at the Shepherd Library. I'm very, very pleased. If you look on the Spreaker app, or you look on the Spreaker page, you know what I'm saying, the image that should be up for the show today is one of his flowers that he's growing. I know a lot of y'all like, well, why is he growing flowers? Well, for those of you that don't understand the whole concept of farming is about pollination, right? And flowers help bring the bees. Plus, the ladies like the flowers. The young ladies, the little girls, you know, Gina and Sasha, they like the flowers as well. He looking at some of them sunflowers, so he wanted to grow the sunflower, but the sunflower is too big, and it will cast a shadow on the little plot that he has. Brother Kwame said I posted 2 articles from 2 of my alums, a Time Mag article and one concerning Queen Sugar. Check it out. Don't know how to post in our job, so I didn't know you was posting pages, brother. I will open it up to you, but you should be able to do it. But I'm gonna give you access. Just remind me. Shouts out to Sister CeeLo. I see you out there, CeeLo. Let's go and get this water thing going. But y'all know what it is. Those that's been on Gye-Nyame for a while, y'all know the rules. You know the rules, right? Water, help drink. Water, help drink. Water, help drink. Alright? So, make sure you got your water. Make sure you got a glass. Especially if you're over 35, you need to have a glass. Remember, I extended it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of y'all young people, because I wasn't totally stable. Well, I'm still not totally stable, but, you know, that's part of the American thing right now. It's part of the American, being unstable is as American as apple pie. water, and health drink. Get it together. All right, family, here we go. I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. Thank you, Anime, for being ready and prepared. And of course, you know, this is the Daily Toast, and it's a Heart of a Simple production. We strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and sip some water. Take your breath. Drink. Drink. Breathe. Then lift your glass and sip some water. Lift your glass and sip some water. Okay. Lift your glass and sip some water. Curl your glass. Drink. Drink. Hey. Now move your body and drink some water. Hold on. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Move. I know what's wrong now. My counselor's wrong. Then raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. My production team, man. Damn it. Drink. Alright, let's put it together. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, drink. Let's see. Breathe, live, move, drink. Let's try another way. One more time. Why ain't nobody doing it now? Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Great near to each and every last one of you, family. Those that are tuning in now and those that are coming in the future. I want to thank each and every last one of you. That's right. And we are on Nia. And of course, here on Gye-Nyame Journey, because this is the Congregation of the Mighty, we have decided to start defining the world as we see fit. Right? Like I told y'all when we started this, before we came, nothing existed. We decided to call the days by the day names that we chose to call them, and then the universe came into being. So before us, there was none, and now that we are here, right? We're setting everything in order. Okay, so now, you know, I figure we could discover the days of the week if motherfuckers can land on somebody else's land and take it and claim it as their own. We start with the days of the week. We'll get to the land soon. All right, but now this microbiome news. I'm checking news. Like I said, I'm getting my news articles together so that I can start writing. So we have depleting microbiome where antibiotics can affect glucose metabolism. Nia, find your purpose and live and love purposefully, or live and love on purpose. Stop living and loving on accident. Stop living on accident. Nia is all about getting in tune with your why, right? Making it deeper, right? You're digging deep down into your why. At least once a week, we're reminding ourselves of the why. Why do we struggle? Why do we do what we do? Why do we get up and work every day? Why do we, you know what I'm saying? What is the why? And it has to be bigger than money. It has to be bigger. It has to be bigger than a lot of stuff that this world is placing in front of you, right? Why we do what we do. Why you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? At least once a week, you got to remind yourself. Like last night, I needed a reminder why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I know something like, what about the show, Brother Hatim? I needed a why check. I needed a why check. Every now and then I need why checks. And for some reason they hit me on Ujamas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they hit me on Ujamas because I will miss a Ujama show, you know what I'm saying, and have nothing else around me. Like Folk Tales for Grown Folks on Coogee Chaglia, I'm going to try to get those. You know what I'm saying? I miss a few of those too. But it'll be a reason, right? Yesterday, I'm going to be honest, I didn't have a reason. I'm just like, man, I'm just going to chill. I'm chilling. Feel like chilling, you know what I'm saying? We up on 9 shows a week, family, right? Showing consistency, right? But now let's get back to this. Find your why. Nia, purpose, right? Live a purpose-driven life. What's the reason? What's the reason? See, being human beings, we are on, or at least on this planet so far that we know of, we are the only ones that are able to pick our reason. Other beings, the reason has already been laid out for them. You have the ability to pick your reason. Now, but that's a double-edged sword, right? What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Because many of us pick the wrong reasons, right? Many of us fall into the wrong purpose, the wrong nia, right? Because we think it's all about us. And and like I said, maybe that's not wrong for you. I'm gonna leave that out there, right? But those of us that's building tribe, we understand that we're gonna have to come together. This how societies have functioned since the beginning of time. And many of us, we believe that our purpose is individual centered rather than group centered, right? And this is what the world is teaching you. This is what the world is showing you. This is what the world is demonstrating to you. This is what the world is fooling you. This is why I always go back to the virtue of Ma'at, where they say, learn to distinguish the real from the unreal, right? Because every successful group realize that it's the group at the center. It's the group that allows the individual to be. I am. What is that? Ubuntu. I am because we are, and we are because I am. Is a divine paradox. I get to be me because there is a group, and a group gets to be the group because there is a me. So we feed into each other, and we become each other's purpose. The purpose of the tribe is to protect the individual, and the purpose of the individual is to protect the tribe. So you got this circle of purpose that's going on. But when the individual think that they don't need the tribe, when the individual think they're bigger than the tribe, when the individual has been educated by another tribe to serve it rather than to serve its own interests, the individual always end up getting their ass kicked. You know why? Because they're serving someone else's interests. We have to be looking out for the interests of the tribe, and the tribe's role will be to protect and look out for our interests. Sister CeeLo say the reasons that we're here, the reasons in my best earth, wind, and fire. Oh, okay, hey, the reasons. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so back to the microbiome. I keep on telling y'all. This is why I be screaming about this ambrosia, family. This is why I'm screaming. Learn how to do some fermentation at the crib, because, like I said, there's only 4 things we need to do to stay out the doctor's office our whole lives, right? There might be some accidents where we fall or You know what I'm saying? Be playing some type of sport or might sprain something where we might need to go. But far as the health piece, first is proper breathing. Learning how to breathe. A very simple thing, a very overlooked thing. A lot of us, because we overlook it, we end up where we are. We end up in bad health, right? A lot of these so-called diseases, a lot of these autoimmune diseases are kicked off because we're not properly, either we're not getting enough oxygen or we're getting too much oxygen, because you can get too much oxygen. So every now and then, Brother Hatem suggests that family hold your breath. In Gye-Nyame, we got this one breath called the Ashe breath, where we rapidly breathe and we fill the body up with oxygen, but then at the end of the process, as part of the process, we hold for as long as we possibly can, right? Now, the Ashe breath is a jump-off breathing technique that helps you go deeper into meditation. So, boom, so it's part of the process, but it's not the whole process. It's part of it helps get your mind ready to go into a deeper form of meditation. Now, 2, so breathing. 2, drink your water, right? Make sure you're getting healthy water. I ain't talking about that sink water, because, like I said, when you at war, you know what I'm saying? They have, it's some warfare going on with these waters. So when you can get your hands on some good water, drink you some quality water. A lot of the diseases that we have, a lot of the sicknesses that we have popping off in our community are a result of us being dehydrated. Coffee does not count. Tea does not count. Ambrosia by itself does not count. Kool-Aid does not count. Pop does not count, regardless of whether it's Coke or Pepsi. I'm just keeping it real with you. Pure water is a necessity in order for you to stay healthy. That's 2. That's those 2. If you handle those 2 alone, you're gonna be all right. But the next one, you throw this next one in, you got a trifecta. Listen. So the next one is eating a culturally appropriate diet. I have to say that. Eat that culturally appropriate diet. I'm gonna keep on beating this into your family. Go and find the African Heritage Diet. CeeLo is going to be putting on some workshops soon. We just pulling stuff together slowly but surely. But the African Heritage Diet, you can look it up. Look up the African Heritage Diet, right? Look up the African Heritage. And I know some of y'all like, well, why the African Heritage Diet, Brother Hatem? I'm just talking. I'm not talking to those that's with me. I'm not talking to my daily toasters, because y'all already know what's up, right? I'm talking to those people that's going to be dropping in and visiting the Gye-Nyame journey. Right, I'm talking to that person that might be looking at this in 2020. Like, why African Heritage Diet, Brother Hatem? Well, just so that you could be happy, right? Go to the website Old Ways. Old Ways is a company that has built up its reputation on finding diets that are good for individuals. And what they have found is that when people eat what their ancestors ate, they tend to be healthier, right? Diets were developed to promote the culture. Diets were developed, and when I say promote the culture, not just, so that you could wear the damn clothes. Diets developed to help a people live as long and as healthy as possible. Culture is a living, breathing thing. And in order for it to be sustained, the people have to be sustained. As a matter of fact, the tribe and the person has the same relationship as culture and people. The culture protects the people protects the culture. Damn. That's some as above. That's some as above, so below type shit. That's that. Oh man, I'm getting old. That's that correspondence. Man, I'm about to say I couldn't get that law, man. Get it out. All right, so here we go. All right. It gets that last thing. The 4th thing is movement. So we got breath, water, movement. We got breath, water, culturally appropriate diet, culturally appropriate movement. Move, get up, move around. You was designed to move. Human beings, said you Negro pen. Leave the future people alone, CeeLo. Leave them alone. All right? If people want to be dark-skinned white people, that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's less people in the tribe we got to worry about. Right? I'm trying to get to the essential tribals. You understand what I'm saying? And I know nowadays people say we're moving back into tribalism and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? I kind of disagree. But all right, that's just me though. All right. Depleting the microbiome with antibiotics can affect glucose metabolism. Study in mice find microbiome-induced changes in liver may influence diabetes. Science Daily. This is from the Science Daily. This is from the Salk Institute on July 23rd, 2018. A new study has found that mice that have their microbiome depleted with antibiotics have decreased levels of glucose in their blood and better insulin sensitivity. The research has implications for understanding the role of the microbiome in diabetes. It also could lead to better insight into the side effects seen in people who are being treated with high levels of antibiotics. Damn, I'm kind of confused. All right. I just shared that so y'all can see that in the Science Daily. I don't know what I just read. I'm totally confused. So maybe some of those doctors out there can understand, because that shit kind of confused. A new study has found that mice that have their microbiome depleted with antibiotics have decreased levels of glucose in their blood and better insulin sensitivity. So are they saying that more antibiotics is good? Let me read that again. Somebody go and answer that question. Are they saying? A new study has found that mice that have their microbiomes depleted with antibiotics have decreased levels of glucose in their blood and better insulin sensitivity. The research have implications for understanding the role of microbiome in diabetes. It also could lead to better insight into the effects seen in people who are being treated with high levels of antibiotics. A new study from the Salk Institute has found that mice that have their okay, cool. That's just a repeat. This research is very exciting because the situation we created in these mice is very similar to what humans go through when they are treated with multiple antibiotics. Now that we know about these effects on glucose metabolism, we can look for components of the microbiome that influence them. The microbiome is a collection of microorganisms that live in an animal's body, many of which are essential for health. Previous studies have shown that mice whose microbiomes are deficient in certain types of bacteria are more likely to develop diabetes. There's also some evidence that certain microbes may be protective against diabetes. No, they are saying that when your microbiome is lacking, it makes you more. Oh, okay, cool. All right, thank you, sir. So I won't have to read any further. All right, cool. All right. I'm just like, damn. All right. All right. That's why you gotta have a tribe. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Shit. Stay in your lane, family. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna finish this water up. and we're gonna toast these ancestors. Right? So grab your water, finish up your water, family. That might, your glass might not be as big as mine. I'm doing 33.8 ounces. I don't know how many ounces you starting off with. Let's get it. Let's do some water drinking music. Let's see what we got here. Low blood sugar and respond to insulin more readily. However, that makes them prone to spikes in glucose levels as well as drops. See, I got all these scientists around me, man. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Minute by minute.
Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your history. You lose your power. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your faith. You lose your power. You lose your power. If it is to be. If it is to be. It's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about
Sister Regina in the house. She say when they have less antibiotics, they have better defense against diabetes, and their beneficial microbiomes flourish better. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why tribe is important. Like I said, stay in your lane. I said, because for a second, I got confused in the reading, and it sounded like they said it was good to have all those antibiotics in your system. I'm like, damn, I picked the wrong article. But thanks to y'all, I know that I thought I picked the wrong article. But then thanks to y'all coming back and listening and using the listening skills, y'all let me know that I did pick the right article. Okay. All right, so let's go and do this toast, family. We're going to salute those who we're going to salute the stars of the show. So we're going to pull them out. We got the pretty book. For those that don't know, the pretty book is right here. Miss Harrison, every year, she blesses me with a nice little book. One of many. We got our ancestors list. We're about to hit them up. We got the thing of the week and all that. So we go and get it started. Here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose. Let me just state this, because I stated it at the end, but I want to say, family, when we call on our ancestors and we call on the Creator, it's important to realize that they are here. So please, during the selfish libations, in all seriousness, and I play, I have fun while I'm doing libations or I'm doing the toast or however you want to do it. I like to have fun. I enjoy it, but I want you to understand the seriousness of the moment without making it stale. You know what I'm saying? When you ask the ancestors to come, when you call on them, when we call on our ancestors, use that moment to actually uplift yourself, energize your life. We are on purpose today, right? Today is near. We're on purpose. So I want to make sure that you understand that one of the reasons that we're calling our ancestors is because we need our ancestors with us during these coming times. We're calling our ancestors so that we could draw on their wisdom. We're calling our ancestors so we could draw on their collective power. So family, let's start using it. Some of y'all, you're already starting to recognize what's happening in your life by you doing this on a daily basis. In some form or fashion, you're recognizing the power. And the issue is, boom, put a purpose on it. Direct and guide the energy. Let's just don't be doing this because it look good, because we don't want this to become an empty ritual. We don't want this to become just a useless habit. We want to make sure that we're unleashing the power that we need in our lives and in the lives of those who may not be able to join us right here at this moment, but are joining us. We want to unleash the power for our tribe. So I just needed to say that. So family, calling them Creator by whatever name you choose. Call it Creator. By the way, what I'm drinking, this is that Phoenix Blood and that Phoenix Blood ambrosia or old ambrosia and some jasmine tea. Smell like apple juice. Anyway, we call the Creator by whatever name you choose. Call it Creator, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the list. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texana, David Stern Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman Nail, No More X, Sapet Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Ector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Degel Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rindelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Argo Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nyla Johnson, Phyllis M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keesley Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. This one don't have bee pollen in this time. I didn't put the bee pollen, and I used all my bee pollen up here, and I'm saving the rest of my bee pollen right now for the next batch of ambrosia, which hopefully I'll be brewing this weekend, and I will be making another run to go get some more bee pollen. Also, family, I put on here the lunar eclipse. It will be the longest lunar eclipse. I mean, it's gonna be a super long lunar eclipse. You won't be able to see it because we're on the wrong side of the world, but there will also be Mars. Mars is going to be real visible. It's going to be closer. It's going to be like, it's going to be as close as it is going to be to Earth with for the next 15, within the last 15 years. It's closer than it has been in a very long time as well. So if you get an opportunity, take some time and look up. Right? Look at the marvelous, spectacular show that the Creator's putting on for you, right? Just, look at the stars sometime. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to get someplace that's real dark, go and check it out, right? Check it out for me, all right? We got the Friedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Whoop Mosley, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Mary and Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Howsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joel, Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bette Vaughn, John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey and Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haran Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan Phillips Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed. We call on those ancestors and we say, Ashe. Miss Regina, do we have any of your ancestors on the list, sister? Just checking. And I think Brother Patai, you out there as well. I don't know if I have any of your ancestors on the list. If you want to add them to the list, hit us up at 614-300-1875. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. We got a little bit of time this morning.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Approaching this one with a sense of urgency. We are in the ever-present now. Okay, cool. Just checking. All right. We are in the ever-present now. Today is Nia. For those that don't speak the language, right? Learn the language. Nia's purpose. What is the meiotic principle of the day? That principle is balance. The color is yellow. The hermetic law of the day is rhythm. Powerful. I mean, all these principles and laws are powerful. If you were born on this day, right? The male energy, the male name is Kofi, female is Afua. Uh-oh, got a daughter named Afua. What's up, Afua? How you doing? All right. Emotional emancipation circles. We got African centered culture, virtue, and value system. Today, we are looking at in Wolof. The virtue is Mandu, being appreciative of what you have, not envious of others. In the Khan ethics, we have justice. And in Yoruba, today we have T2, which is endurance. So we salute this moment, this now. We say Ashe. From there we move to our children, our future, basically. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. So we raise up our glass and salute our children in advance. We say Ashe. Last. No, it ain't last. Move on to all our relation. We say Ashe. Now, right here is that selfish libation I spoke about at the beginning. All of the energy is here. Unleash it in your life. We say, Ashe. From their family, I salute and toast the most powerful being in the room. And guess who that is? That's you. That's you, right? Toast you. And we say, Ashe. Where is that? Ashe. 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 Don't want to break my glass. Wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years, family. Guess what? I'm going to sip a little of this and I'm out. Y'all have a great day. I got to give me some ambrosia. Ambrosia. All right, family, we out.